I gotta work. How are we doing? Welcome. Okay, today, what I have with me today, I am gonna show you how to make Cambodian face mask. You know, this mask you can use it anytime. You can do it in the morning, evening for bedtime, or any time of the day when you are around. That you'll be able to do this at home. Okay, I won't try this in the office because people will want to know what you're doing. Okay, so we have something very basic. Again, I have my lemon that I picked from backyard, and the eggs. I did not produce eggs because I don't have hens. Not in California. I did have a lot of hens, but not in Las Vegas. I have not checked the criteria for Las Vegas yet. I don't know whether they're allowed to have hens or chicken, but in California they're allowed to have, I think, 7 or 4 chicken per family member. So if you have 20 family member, you can have like a whole farm of chicken. Yeah. So so today we're gonna do a very basic face mask. Do you do face mask? I think face mask is so fun to do because it's especially when you do it around your girlfriend or your friend. So to do this I need quite a few stalks of aloe vera. uh, I I brought a few because it's skinny. Okay, it's not as plump and healthy as it used to be because um, there's lack of irrigation or water, for better word. Um, been too busy and over the summer, and aloe vera live on its own liquid. Okay, hydrate it itself when it's under drought. It would deplete the juice from its leaves or trunk or what you want to call it. Okay, so it make it look skinny. So to do this we need quite a few of these. um, we only gonna use the jelly part of it. Okay, so this is gonna be facial mask. You want to do it on your hand, you can. You want to do it on your body, you would need a whole lot of this. Okay, just want to welcome. I know it's a little bit late, but ยินดีต้อนรับค่ะสุขสบายจุ่มเรียบซัว um it would have been easier if this was like, if the aloe vera was a little bit plump, but it's so skinny because the sun has dried it up. Let me see if I have issue with my you hear me okay, right? I mean, last time no one tell me that there was no vocal. Okay, we're gonna extract a whole bunch of this jelly from the aloe vera. Okay, typically I like the outer part of it because I think the most nutritional part of for the facial use would be the outlay of the aloe. But then I remember when my family used to do this, we just need the jelly part of it, which is this right here. Easy to do. Okay, you can spoon it out or you can cut it up, no matter. But then we need to, once we're done removing this rind here or the outer here, we have to wash out the slime, and we're gonna eliminate the slimes. We don't need the slimes in this matter. The other matter, we need the slime, and we're gonna blend this in. Just I'm gonna use some turmeric also, because turmeric will give that beautiful aroma, and it'll give a nice color. Or we can do without. That's just an option for it, okay? Because turmeric has a very valuable source of essential part of what do you call it? It had that essential nutrient for skin. In Cambodia, I remember when a young lady, before she entered into holy matrimony, because a lot of these girls they live in the village where they're exposed to harsh sun or harsh element all their life, so the skin would be darkened and brown and glowy. But then on her special days, because Cambodian wedding involve lengthy of ceremony, it take about 7 days. Now they just cut it down to about 2 days. Well, to minimize it, make it 1 day. So yeah, Cambodian wedding is sophisticated. It take too many days, a lot of ceremony, a lot of officiators, and American wedding now is preferable for a lot of Cambodian young couple, because they said that Cambodian wedding is too expensive for all. Have to hire the folklore music or the wedding song. Have to hire the intricate wedding traditional dressmaker or dresser, and sometimes the dresser will do the makeup and the hair for the bride or bridegroom, and the flower girls and the bridesmaid also. So when my daughter got married, it took 2 days. Started on Friday evening with Buddhist chanting and family gathering, feast and all that, and then the next morning, where the actual wedding involved with 7 change of outfit. I'm like, rainbow wedding, to be honest with you, but it was beautiful. You know, I cried at my daughter's wedding. I can't help myself. But why I'm talking about wedding? Okay, so in Cambodia, because the girl never got to make herself pretty, applying makeup like American girls or Western girl, you know, where high school girl get to make herself look pretty and start wearing makeup and all that. But in an undeveloped country, girl don't have makeup, or they don't have access to makeup, or they're not allowed to wear makeup until her wedding day. Well, before wedding preparation, the bride would be pampered with skincare, involving all these nutrient here, all these herb, and sometimes spices also. Okay, so all the elderly who know how to mix all the skincare product to lighten her skin, to soften her skin for her honeymoon and all that. So the woman in the village, or grandma and grandpa or aunts and mom, would prepare all the spices and all this herb together and blend it and lather all over the bride, and allow her to stay in, call it dome look, meaning that she be dome look mean she would be in the shade. She's not allowed to travel, because they said that the bridegroom should not be traveling before the wedding. They should be prepared, because if they travel during this time, accident will happen and mishap would happen. So they want the bride and groom to stay where they're at and prepared. And especially the bride will prepare herself to look gorgeous. You know, grandma and mom apply all these herbs and spices on her skin and let her skin glow, and she be the most beautiful bride in town. Okay, so that the preparation involve about 3 months in advance, or 1 month to 3 months in advance. It depends on the status of the social class. If she is in a high social class, then she had all year to do that. But if she's a village girl, then 1 month would be suffice. So to do this, mom and aunt know how to mix all the ingredients to make the bride look her best and in her radiance. So so I remember when my aunt prepared the wedding, or the people in the village prepared for the wedding, I got to witness some of that. Okay, I don't remember all the ingredients, but I think the most vital ingredients to make the face mask is to some of these ingredients that you found in the backyard. If you don't have any of these, then I'm pretty sure that you can buy them. A lot of Spanish or Mexican grocery store will have these, or you just grab one from Office Depot, Home Depot, not Office Depot, Home Depot. Grab a plant and just throw in the backyard, and this thing does not need a lot of attention. Okay, I have one big pot in the front yard that had a lot of sun exposure, so that's why it's skinny. If I have these near closer to the shade, she would be fat and would be a lot of jelly, because she's exposed to the sun too long and not enough water to feed her. So she got skinny because she eating off her own flesh. Same to apply to all three. When there's no water, they do feast on their own liquid and until they wither and die. I remember my jasmine was like that, crispy, dead, but then the root was still. So I nursed it back. It take 3 months for to see new growth. I was so happy. I was so adamant at the young relative that I hired her to babysit the dog and babysit the plant. But my jasmine was, I was in tears when I came home and see my plant all withered and crispy and to the trunk. So it died though, but then it grew back. It's not as tall now, but at least it grew back, my jasmine. So I was happy about that. Okay, so I'm trying to make it about a cup, okay, but then but the aloe is so skinny, so I may not have a cup, but don't matter. Okay, well, because if you're gonna use every day, you might need a lot of this. Okay, maybe 2 cups or 3 cups, it depends. And you need a clean jar. I have baby food jar here, so it's all clean. So because it's fresh ingredient involving raw eggs, so we need to keep this in the fridge, okay, until we use it. Don't want rotten egg, because we're not going to use salt in it. So it's going to be just a few ingredients I have on here. Will be the yolk, aloe vera, and limes or lemon. And I might use some turmeric, but the only turmeric, the only downfall about the turmeric is that it bleed. Okay, I mean it fall off, land on your white clothes, and then it stain. So I may just leave it out. So we're not we're not the bride, so we don't need, do we? I don't know. If you're a bride and prepared to into holy matrimony, and you want to to stay in shade, that's what they call it, Joe Malok, to stay in shade, away from the sun, to allow the skin to rejuvenate and bring out the best skin complex, I'm not complex, complexions and radiance, okay, with all the herbs and essential oil that we need to nourish the skin. So I remember that they would lather all the herbs and spices all over her body, her face, her feet, everywhere save for her front. Sometimes she have to do in her front too, but that would be like in a private room. So now I didn't get to do that on my wedding day because I was too much going on. The wedding is always hassle and tiring anyway. You know, I remember when my brother got married, my mom and her parent got in a fight on the wedding day. And not just because they found some disagreement. This right here, I can find good use for it. You know, normally I will grind it and turn into shampoo. That can happen too. So I have probably a cup. If I measure it, I'm icing it right now, so I think it's about a cup. I'm pretty good about, you know, guessing. So, well, you don't believe me? We can do it, okay? We can measure it. And just because it's late already, I don't really want to have to wash a lot of, oh my bad. I'm a 2/3, 3/4, not quite cup, okay? So I'm gonna rinse this until the slimes is rinsed out, okay? It might take a few time of rinsing. Give me 1 minute, please. Okay, so the slimes is minimized, okay, because the whole aloe vera are slime. So this is edible. I used to cut a whole bunch of this and just snacking on it, okay. Because it's gonna involve raw eggs. Yeah. I'm allergic to egg as far as consuming, but for some reason, when I apply on my skin, it does not affect me. So I'm not sure how that works, but that's how it works. So I have cheesecloth, okay. I have my sieve, clean jar, blender. Bring her over. I only have one blender, so I use this for cooking also. I rinse this really well, make sure that there's no kalanga smell in it. Welcome. I know it's late, right? I'm getting in the habit of doing this because I've been running around to do things for my mom, because the baby mother, she came out and picked up the baby late. So so the story is that so by the time the baby is picked up, normally when she normally picked up around 4:30 the latest, but then I think one of the nurse was, or one of the practitioner, she's on maternity leave. So my Brody mom, she have to stay to close the clinic. So she came on time usually. Usually she be around here around 2 or 3-ish. But lately she's been coming a little bit later, so that throw off my regular livelihood. And you know, life with baby is not easy because she's older girl now. I mean, she's about 11 months, so she's ready to crawl and she's ready to do her thing. So she don't want to sleep too long and can't do much when I have the baby. So we're gonna do about 3 yolks. Now we'll do 2. If we do 3, then it gets so tight. Okay. The whole thing is to, like, this gonna help tighten the skin when we're masking it. So for the best practice is to leave it on for about 30 minutes and rinse it off, okay, with soap and water. And after that you can use your, if you remember that we made facial cream also, and the cream for the hair and cream for the face. So if you're with me, you know that we did that, but you haven't been with me, so you and have to follow me on my YouTube for that, okay, for the essential oil. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna use the lemon will help lighten the skin. The whole ordeal is, but I like the zest of the orange. I mean, not orange, the lemon. So I might just use the zest of the lemon. If you don't like the smell of the citrus, then you can just leave it alone. But then to do that, it helped minimize the smell of the egg, the yolk, because yolk does have that weird smell, you know, fishy smell. Okay, so we're gonna blend this until we're happy with it, and then we're gonna use the cheesecloth to finalize it or to refine it. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do this about a minute or so, okay, and see because I don't have the fine blender that can do like puree, and then I don't need to use the cheesecloth. But this blender here doesn't do that work, so I'm gonna use the cheesecloth to refine it. And if you want to add turmeric, you go ahead. I should, huh? Let me see. I just don't like to smell the smell of egg, the yolk. Let me see. Everyone's all quiet. Welcome. I know it's late. I have to work late. And I have to report to work because if I don't, for those who do content on YouTube, you know what the requirements are. They want you to keep up with your algorithm and work day and night, no sleep. Let me see. This is plastic spoon. See where I'm at. Kind of runny. Yeah, that's the best it'll get. Okay, let me drain it out. This is the cheesecloth. You're gonna squeeze. You're gonna refine it. It's okay if it's not thickened. Okay. It'll stay on your skin and it'll tighten your skin. It's gonna dry it up because the yolk will do that work for you. It's gonna dry on your face and tighten your skin. And you leave it on for about 30 minutes or so and rinse it off with soap and water. Okay, so here we go. Remember, the yolk has skin lightening agent also. If you more interested in refining your skins or do a little bit of lighten your facial skin, that'll work. It works for men too, you know, not just for women. Men can do this also. I noticed that men are more caring to their own skin now. You know, because you see a lot of men who do that makeup demonstration or men who wear makeup. My sweetheart, he doesn't wear makeup all the time, but when he perform, he has a little makeup on, maybe eyeliner or eyebrows, and he doesn't. Sometimes when he does a photo shoot for the album cover, then he'll put on some powder or foundation. Okay, for me, because I see that every day is an opportunity for content. So what I do in the morning when I wake up is that I apply these, or in the evening before. It needs some time to prepare. Okay, if you're kind of person that don't make time for yourself, then you are not gonna find time. You have to make time for yourself. Okay, you have to bring the self-care into your routine, into your life. Just like my friend used to say that, well, I'm busy working, no time to clean the house, no time to organize the closet or the living space, you know. I mean, I never been in the military, and my bed would be like a military man, because like the drill sergeant will come in and make sure that the first thing the platoon will do is make the bed. Okay, meaning so like no crease, no. It gotta be perfect formation on the bed. Okay, I mean, at the end of the day, if you have a really bad day, you know, you come home, at least you have that nice bed to lie down on and cry on it, or the pillow or what have you. You know, I love making bed looking pretty. You know, I mean, it doesn't have to be anything expensive. Okay, as long as you clean your sheet regularly, wash it once a week. Okay, well, every other 2-3 days, depending on how sweaty you are. Yeah, and make your bedroom smell good would be an ideal. Okay. So it's little. So I got a little bit of big pieces out Okay, so we're refining it so there's a bubble. I'm trying to remove the bubble. If you leave it overnight, it'll settle down and it'll get thickened because the aloe will do the work itself. Okay, so if I were to pour it in the glass here, uh, I think I have about 2 glass, small one. I make this before so. And once the eggs settle on the ground and you can remove the bottle the bubble. Okay. So there you go. This is gonna be your face mask. I know it's runny, okay? Just make sure that before you apply these homemade facial cream here, not facial cream, face mask here. Make sure that you clean your face already. Clean the residue, the makeup, all the powders, all those things that you had on to allow the nutrients, this natural organism to absorb into your skin, and then you can leave it. These will get dry after 10 minutes ish, but to be effective, to allow it to like tighten your skin, allow it to, if you don't have a lot of time, 15 minutes is sufficient. But if you're one of those person that like to look at yourself in the mirror, you know, while you're doing that, then do a 30-minute. Okay, if you can stand it, you can do all night, but then you're gonna wake up finding egg pieces all over your bed, and you'll be angry at me and say, ah, you know. So, so you all see that the solution is already settled in. Okay, but then the bubble, and that's easy. We just scoop it off. Okay, but just let it settle down for an hour or two. You can close tight and keep in the fridge for long use. So it can last for about 2-3 weeks. Okay, but if you're only gonna make a little bit and then you just use one yolk and do 2 stems. If there's a big stem, then just one. Okay, or half cup of, or you can do a cup of aloe and 1 yolk. That work too. Okay, so today I had more yolk than the aloe, because the aloe was too skinny, and that's all I, oh no, I have a little bit more in the fridge, but I forgot. Not sure. Now that'd be too long. Okay, so before all the modernizations, great-grandparents and grandparents used to make their own shampoo, okay, because they don't have commercial shampoos. So I remember how grandparents make shampoo out of citrus product also. You know, I don't remember what other ingredients, because like I said, when I was that young, I didn't even care what's being made, okay, that way, because I just remember that some of the citrus product will can be used as shampoo, and that constitute really nice and clean, and because citrus product has the cleaning agent, yeah, and it kills lice also. I remember that a lot of girls in the village had lice. Every head had lice because infestations and the uncleanliness of girls, or they just share bedrooms with their family and the lice just spread all over the house. I remember when I caught some of that, and my mom busy working daytime, and the only time she had time to minimize my louse is to one louse, two lice, can't remember which is plural. The louse or the mice, the mouse. The mice are more than two, and more mouse is only one. So lice is more than one. Louse is one louse, one bug in the head. So I remember she had lantern. She hold lantern in one hand, and one hand she trying to search for, for the bug in my hair. I remember when she lost balance, and the lantern caught a bit of my hair, and I can smell it burned. So that's why kids in that day, they either shave it off or they cut it short just to help minimize the bug. So yeah, I mean, it's not shameful to share a story like that. I mean, in the old day, we don't have, I'm pretty sure that lice still exists now in the modern day. I remember when my daughter, she had beautiful hair and caught lice from school. By the time she got sent home because the nurse had checked for head lice, and if any kid has head lice, would get sent home until it's treated. So how we catch lice in America? By just swimming in a public pool, or by sharing comb, or just have your hair loose, and if a child has lice, and the lice jump from one head to the next, I mean, that's how they commute. Not by plane, they jump, So so head lice is a serious issue among the school kids, especially the younger grades, because they don't know how to take care of themselves. By the time, the noticeable thing is that if the child doesn't have a skin issue, then if she keeps scratching herself, you need to pay attention to that. Okay. So the best way is to buy the products or the treating products, and then minimize it. But then well, that's what childhood be like in Cambodia. Okay. So we learned that everything that we use around the bathroom needs is homemade, because we don't have access to the factory made. So those old people, they know how to make things by themselves, and that was awesome. I wish that I paid closer attention. I could have some of that formula and make myself millionaire, But you see, if you like this product, okay, try that at home and see how you like it, and let me know if it works. I know that for sure it's gonna tighten the skin. The longer you leave it, the tighter it'll get. It's like, just like if you use face mask, tighten face mask, and it works the same way. The aloe itself, the aloe vera itself, even with the slime, once it's on the skin, apply on the skin, when it dry, it's gonna pull anyway. Okay, and then now we have eggs and aloe vera mixing together. Those two agents is gonna build even stronger chemical reaction, natural chemical reaction, where when it dry, it's gonna grab on your skin, it's gonna tighten up your skin. Okay, but then you have to be consistency. Okay, like I said, this is not heaven, or this is not found of use. Okay, but if you keep doing this on constant basis, it will work. Okay, it's if you have skin issue, or you have sensitive skin, and if citrus is gonna irritate your skin, then just do eggs and aloe vera. If you're allergic to aloe vera, then I'm not sure what to suggest. Maybe just do eggs. Okay. And if you're allergic to egg like me, like I said, for me, it didn't bother me, but it bothers me when I consume it by mouth. Okay, eat it. It will, it cause itchiness. I already start some itchiness because I think it's a sweet that I tried during the holiday. So oh yeah, the flan, because it looks so good. My daughter boyfriend mom, she made flan, a flan. It looks so good. So I still a bite here and there. So yeah, so I'm like start scratching. No, normally the itching will be like on the back, on here, and on the leg. It's so so annoying. Okay, but then that's external symptom. Some of the symptom due to food allergy is that the internal is where it's deadly. Okay, where it can. Let me wash it because it has eggs in it. It's gonna dry it up and be hard to wash. Let me soak it first. So there's a thing about the yolk. Okay, the yolk, a yellow part of the egg. You know that. My girlfriend, she's so jealous of her boyfriend. Her boyfriend can't talk to anybody, especially girl. So one time she caught him talking to this woman. I can't remember if they were in a relationship or not. I mean, with the other woman. So she got mad at him and she took like a few dozen of eggs and she threw it on his car, and by the time he discovered, it was like midsummer and the eggs already dried up into the painted into the car. Okay, so it was painful to remove it. So that's why we use this for our skincare product as the mask, because if it works on the car, then it should work on our face. But we have to rinse it off. Okay. So I never tried overnight before because, like I said, I'm allergic to eggs, so I don't try to like test drive too much because it can be crazy with food allergy. So because I still have some thin makeup on my face, so I'm not gonna put on my face. But the ideal is to apply this effectively. Your face have to be clean first, okay? Don't do this on a dirty face or with makeup on. Okay, remove your makeup first and then apply this. And like I said, if you are not in a hurry and you have time, this is what my girlfriend and I normally do. Okay, after dinner you go wash our face and we put on these. She liked to add a little bit of the clay, okay, the African clay. Okay, so we bought some of the African clay. I think I have it at the house. I forgot to bring it, and it's gonna thick it. Okay, you can do that also, but this right here will do. Okay, I mean, even just a tablespoon of these on your face, lather all over and let it dry. It's dry, though it's runny, but then it's gonna work. But if you don't like the way it's runny and you want it to be thickened and then mix about a tablespoon or two with the clay, okay, the African clay mask or clay or any kind of skincare clay for the masking clay, and just blend it in. I have it. I have to look for it. Oh, I think I have it. Hold on. It's in the bathroom. Let me do that. I meant to do that for you too because I didn't add turmeric. I can add the African clay. Give me 1 second, please. No, it'll be 60 seconds. So I have this clay here. I bought it's so this is an ancient Aztec clay, okay, or you can use a clay of your choice. Okay, so I don't know what happened. So this is 1/4 half. So I'm gonna try one, okay, 1 teaspoon first. Last time when I used too much and it's too thick, and I didn't like it that much of thickness. So this will work even better, okay, because this Indian clay here is crazy. But I don't like to use it by itself. I always be mixing it like this. It works more effectively. I'm gonna add. So this is half teaspoon. So we have two teaspoons on here. Oh, hold on. You see if it's gonna thicken. It might take a couple more spoons to get it thicker result. Okay, that's what I normally do. With this right here, I use about 5 teaspoons. So I have 2 already, 2.5, 3, 4, 5. This clay here is very affordable, okay? So you can use any kind of clay. It will say it's called Peel Your Face Pulsate. It's an Indian healing clay. Okay. And then we mix with this fresh ingredients right here. Even that much is still a little bit runny, but it's a lot thicker than when we start. If you want it thicker, then use about do about 6 or 7 tablespoons. I would need a bigger department to do that. Let me get my whisk. See, the clays are not even melting yet, but we need to blend it really, really well. See, I love this Aztec Clay right here. It works so good on the face. My girlfriend, my friend, she mixed it with turmeric. Only turmeric. I haven't taught her this secret yet. She's already in bed, so she's not watching this. So. It's still running, so we can add a few more tablespoons if you like. I have a small whisk. Let me look for it. Sorry, folks. Can't seem to find it. It's so small, so if I don't look carefully, then I won't be able to find it. Sometimes I put it away because I don't want anybody to use it because they don't put it back. See that? So if you put on your skin, oh, we can do that. Look at that. We can actually add some turmeric to this. Okay. We'll use my hand. I'm telling my kid that, you know, they need to start taking care of the skin early. They said, well, I'm not old like you. I know. I heard that too. I said, if you start taking care of yourself now, when you get to be my age, you won't be looking like grandma. You'll be looking gorgeous. And that's the catch, okay? Or they'll be telling me that I'm too tired. I don't have time. I work too much. Okay? Then that's a problem you're going to have all your life. You don't have time. You work too much. You have time to make money, but you don't have time to make your face look young. So I don't know what to tell you. Then, so there we go. Right. So I'm not gonna. I could mix this all together also. Yeah. Maybe I try to mix some. Maybe mix some turmeric in it. So I will have two different kind of face mask. So it's already blending. See that? See that? It's starting to tighten up already. And the price of this, oh, this is less than $10, and it's the big jar, so it'll be like you, whoop, my bad. Now I have more mess to clean. Shoot. Just for that. Okay. So with that, it lasts you a long time. Okay. I can tell you that much. Okay. This one, I'm going to add some turmeric. Now, this is the clay, limes, clay, lemon, aloe vera, and what else? The yolk. Okay. This one right here, it will have five ingredients. It's the yolk, the clay, the turmeric, the aloe vera. What's missing? Eggs. Okay, so this right here is done. Let me close it. And if you don't have baby food jar, you can buy yourself some cute jar. I saw a lot of cute jar out there. In fact, you know, they make them so cute, but you have to pay for it though. All you need to do is just become a nanny like me, and this gets sent here every day. And if you want me to mail you some, I'll be happy to. Say, let me get my turmeric. make sure I have turmeric, okay? It's not anything else that's gonna cause irritation to the skin. So I'm not sure where all my measurement equipment go. I'm gonna do half of teaspoon. This is 1/4. Two of this will be 2/8. So you go half. Okay. And then we're gonna add some clay. So you're gonna switch this off, okay? Like you're gonna have like a clay looking, and you're gonna have like a delicious turmeric sensation. Actually, I add a little more because I like the smell of turmeric. Smell like curry soup. So we have 2 teaspoons. It's enough. I don't want to smell eggs. You know. Oh. Abraham, you want to come on? Okay. Well, welcome anyway. Well, thank you for. Oh goodness. Hold on, please. Okay. See, this is what I learned about people is that it does not matter how organized you are, but when you're trying to teach them to be organized, they don't organize it, and every time they put away stuff, you have to search for it. 3 teaspoons, 4 teaspoons, 5 teaspoons, and mix them. I have mini whisk. It's so cute, but as the story goes, it's not here. Oh, look at that. It's already started to tighten up. But I'm going to finish talking about skincare or self-love, okay? These will be good for gentlemen also, okay? I know that gentlemen are more pay better detail to their face than ever, you know, before they said that. Men believe that, well, you know, all this nice stuff's only for women. Now men take a lead on this. And my sweetheart, he took care of his skin. You can't tell that he's over 50, you know. He looked like he's in his 30s. And I'm over 60. So I do get a lot of compliment though, you know. I mean, sometimes the stress that we have in our lives really the enemies of our skin, because the first thing you see it will be on our face, okay? So you wear on your face, and that's why to minimize stress, drink enough water and sleep enough in the night and eat good. Minimize all the chemical use. You know, if you regular smoker and you smoke a pack or 2 pack a day, that's a lot for your body, and your skin have to deal with the smoke, the bypass smoke and all. And if you drink, make it what's the term? Just drink minimally, you know. Don't hurt yourself too much. Because my brother, he loved drinking. I don't like to talk about him, but it's just a good reminder, you know, because my brother, he's been drinking since he become an adult, so probably about 40 years ago ish, you know, and that really took a toll of his life, and toward the end was so bad. It's beyond recognitions, and turned my handsome brother into an unrecognizable person. It was sad. So because the other one is already dry and tightened, so this one right here has like a kind of off green or yellowish mustard kind of color. Okay, and it smelled better. It's had turmeric smell. Okay. So basically this is what you're gonna do for your face. Okay, make sure that it dampened and that it's washed, and then apply that onto your face and lather it. Leave your eye spot, leave your nose. You know how to do the thing, I mean. So because this is raw egg here, and the clay, so I don't recommend you consuming this, but only the aloe vera that is safe to consume. Okay, so there we go. Isn't that beautiful? And that is turmeric, and turmeric does that wonderful color, but then we have this clay color. It started with the off yellow because the yolk, and then when we add the clay is kind of had the clay color, so it changed a little bit. But I love the one with the turmeric because it smells so good. Yeah, So this is what my girlfriend do in the evening, okay? Because we don't have baby in the evening. I'm a nanny. I'm not a mother, okay? I'm a grandmother, but then the new grandbaby, she's over 12 months now. She's walking, talking, and all that, but she's not here. She's in Philly. I mean, she's in New Jersey, so I don't get to see her. Hopefully that I will be able to have time off to visit her this holiday. It'll be sad if I don't have time off because according to the mother, and she be working, she only be off like a day on Thanksgiving and on Christmas, and her sweetheart be working too, because and then that don't leave me a lot of time to go anywhere. Okay. So the clay have to blend really well, otherwise it's not gonna to work. Okay, so that's why you need a small spoon with you when you're ready to apply this on your face, and you need to pre-mix it and blend it again, because the clay, what the clay does is that the clay will settle down on the bottom of the jar. So make sure that you shake it or mix it really well before you use it. So I expect my nail going to be yellow because of turmeric. And you can wear a glove if you don't want turmeric in your under the bed of your nail. Okay, so we I know it's late, don't look pretty, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna remove my makeup and then apply this. It's already late, so I'm gonna do it for 10-15 minutes, the routine. So I was trying to finish telling you that what my roommate and I do here is that after dinner we go wash our face, and we apply this mask on, and then we get to come out here, and either come out here or be our own room, and then work on the computer. I'll be working on uploading my videos onto my channel, and she would be watching her Vietnamese dub soap, Korean soap, or Chinese soap, or Vietnamese soap, one of those things, and she will sit and allow her mask to dry, and then sometimes she slept off, and then I see the peel of the clay on the couch. She does that all the time. Okay, so I'm not showing her this if she wants it. Okay, but she make it differently. So if she know I'm making it today, she didn't stay up to see it. But I'll share with her. In fact, I still have aloe vera. I will make her. I think I can make about another jar of this for her and see how she likes it. Okay. So here we go. It's not dry yet because it's thick clay. Okay, like I said, it'll take about 10-15 minutes for it to dry. Okay. I just love the smell. So, like I was emphasizing that, self-love, self-care is it's the cheapest, most effective way to help your skin stay soft, stay elastic, stay firm, stay ageless. Okay. If we cannot afford to have all those cosmetic done to us, or we cannot afford to have expensive night creams or what have you, just be basic. Okay, just turn into a nature. Okay, those stuff made from the nature also, it just gone through the process and make it look expensive. Okay, so, or you can Google and find out different way of making home essential oil. Okay, facial oil and body oil. I mean, you don't have to do what I do. This is what normally my family do, and next time we're probably gonna do avocado. Okay. Yeah, so it feels so nice. I mean, it's cooling. You can feel it's cooling. It's not because it's cold. It's just this area. You feel the coolness of it. I guess can't explain it. It feels so nice. Feel like you have. I have an ice pad on. It's it's getting dry. Okay. I have clay all over my hands. So the yolk will take a while for it to dry. Okay, but when it dry, it will dry. It will tighten the skin, and that the whole thing is to tighten the skin. So I'm gonna make breakfast for him tomorrow. He can have eggs. I can't. So, well, actually, the doctor said that I can have the white egg. Egg white is not. Is that no flavor? It's so bland. Like even you add um, whole bunch of herbs and spice into it, it still doesn't taste good. The best part of the eggs are the yolk. Oh yeah, I'm looking into making meringue pie, and I need one more recipe. I mean, I need one more ingredients, which is the cream of tartar, and I probably have to Google what substitute for it, because I went to a few grocery store and they don't have them. I'm like, where do I get them? Do I have to go to where to get it? To France to get it, or what? That's crazy. Okay, so like I said, this will take time. Okay, it cannot, or you can wash it off after 10 minutes if it's not dry already, depending on how thick application that you put on. Okay, so oh, great tip. Since I moved here, my roommate, she's vegetarian. I was vegetarian prior to this until my health started to experience severe hemoglobin issues. So the doctor had to order and put me back on diet, meat diet, or meat products. So I try chicken, fish, and all. So I was a vegetarian before she was, and then when I moved here, she liked to show love and kindness by cook extra. So a lot of Asian vegetable, I'm not agree with, and it costs so much. My daughter don't like me to talk about, feeling bloated and gassy. digestive system. I said it's okay to talk about it because if it caused that kind of discomfort, I said, you know, we need to talk about it. Um, so I mean, it's so gassy. I mean, it was so embarrassing, you know. I mean, I'm like everywhere I go, I need to pass gas, and like I even do that in bed too. Like it's no good. So I so one day I opened the fridge and I remember this gentleman friend of mine used to tell me that Vanna, if you drink, um, uh, what did I have? I have. Hold on, I lost my thought. um, oh, apple cider. Okay, so what's the difference between apple cider and the vinegar? No different. Okay, I mean it's just aged cider. It's it's it just tastes the same. Okay, but I think apple cider smell a little bit better. I'm not sure. But anyway, so he said that drink a cup of, not a cup. He said that I can't remember how much was, so I just remembered that that it have to be diluted with water, and to make it more pleasant, then add some honey in it and then drink, and that helped minimize the gassy and the bloating and all that. Oof. So the past 2 days I did these. Okay, I woke up in the morning before I have the vegetarian food, so I drink a warm cup of apple cider, and so I use one tablespoon of apple cider per hot cup of water, and then I use about the same amount of honey. It depends with how sweet you like. Okay, because apple cider, once you mix it up with honey, it started to taste like lemonade. Yeah. so it helped reduce the gas and the bloating. Okay, so now I can eat all kind of vegetable because I have a lot of food allergy, and she liked to share her food. You know, the tofu was from the beans, and a lot of other Asian vegetables that are really not agree with my digestive system. So I remember years ago when my friend told me that, oh, you know, do that. I can't remember what was good for the health, but he said we have natural probiotic. If you drink enough of this, oh man, it just like it worked really well. You know, I mean it cleaned the system really well. You go to the bathroom regularly and you don't have to worry. And if you use too much, then yeah, it's gonna run. It's so when I first drink this, I used too much of the apple cider. It was, but then I diluted to about 3 cups. I drink about 3 cups, but still too much. So I learned to reduce it by just one teaspoon of apple cider per cup of hot water, and then some honey. Or if you don't have honey, you can do sugars work as well, or NutraSweet work as well. Okay, so that helped minimize the extra gas from, well, I'm lactose intolerant, and a lot of product have corns in it, and sometimes I'm too hurry, or I'm too careless to read the label, or eat someone else cooking that had a lot of items that I'm allergic to, so that can cause a lot of discomfortness. So it's not easy being Chef Vanna. So here we go, apple cider. Like I said, sometimes the most unpleasant thing, the most unthinkable thing, it's better. Just like they said, the medicine is bitter. Why medicine bitter, I do not know, but then we take them and make us feel better. So apple cider may be so unpleasant. To make it more pleasant, then add some sugar to it. You know, I mean, if you can tolerate it, you tolerate. If you can't, then add some sugar to it, and then you'll be fine. Like, you know, stop worrying too much. Okay, just if you If you start taking care of yourself early, by the time you're 50, you don't have to worry. By the time you're 70, you're 60, you don't have to worry. By the time you're 90, you're probably going to still be running around, looking good, looking young, looking fresh. And it just take care of ourselves now, okay? Just minimize some of those um, chemical agent that gonna help us aging faster, the smoking, the drinking, and do minimally, okay? Don't do minimally and cut it back. Just like I said, self-love, self-care is something that you can do at home. The doctor can't do for you. If you go to the doctor, I, I'm sick here, I'm hurt here and there, and he'll give you a whole bunch of medication because he partnership with the pharmaceutical anyway. So he gotta make rich, so he gotta make his partner look make rich also, and that's why if you have opportunity to do that, don't be too busy making too much money or making too long a trip and what have you. Balance it out, okay? Health is the most the old age say that health is the most richness or the richness, okay? You can be a millionaire and I can't remember who quote. I think it was Steve Jobs when he was on his last stage of his cancer. I think he 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 left some messages for the world, saying that he never let his kid to get hooked on to iPad, iPhone, or what have you, But the man who created all that data, programs, the IBM does not allow his children to have access to Apple products, but he does that to the world. So then, while he was laying in his dying bed, he was saying that it does not matter how much money the man has when he's not living it, and then it's useless. So that's why I always remind myself that at this age in time, taking care of myself, it's not irreversible. At least it helps slow down the aging. It shows the self-care, the self-love, the self-respect. We got to do all that because, like I said, if you get sick, you go to the doctor. All he does is prescribe you medication and spend 5 minutes with you, and then do the stethoscope and listen to your heart, and send you to the laboratory and blah 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 blah. By the time you know it, you have this and you have that, and then it happened to my mom too. And that was my mom always telling me, I don't want to go see the doctor. When I'm at the doctor, he always found something wrong with me. Yes, mom, and that because you waited too long. If you have done that years ago, then this won't happen. But she never believed that, medical, that the medical service will do any good, So she passed the age that the fortune teller told her that she will be gone, right? So I'm saying, see, you don't have to listen to the fortune teller. Listen to your own body. But my mom, sometimes she still enjoy herself, but other thing too, not street drug, but she loved drinking. She used to love drinking, but now that she live with me, so I don't get her to drink, so she cut down and she minimals it, so she's out of it now. But she still can chew her little product, which is something that she learned that from Cambodia, from her grandparents. They chew the tobacco, they chew the betel nut to make the teeth darken and what have you. So she still does that. So I can't tell her that because she said that one. No, it's okay. Let me do it because I'm this age already. I'm old already. Let me do what I want to do. Let me do what make me happy. Okay. So if that make you happy, then go ahead. But if you don't feel good, make sure that you find somebody to take care of you. And then she'll give me attitude. Today I visited her. She was all quiet in her room. She had the program on, and it was nice to give her a big hug. She loved the mom, when we have elderly parents, and just know that their time is running short. My time is running short also. I'm only 20 21 year younger than her. She's 80, she's 84, I'm 63. So yeah, so she had me when she was 21. So 21, 22, between there. So to look at her being 80, and she aged considerably this year because she had to deal with a lot of health issue. So and and that's something that we need to do too, you know, that to take care of our health early. Okay, minimize all the fried food and eat it once in a while. Okay, shout yourself and give yourself that love, you know. I mean, if you're gonna do it every day, that's too much. And if you're gonna do that all the time, then you're gonna start changing cooking oil. Okay. So when you start cooking oil with expensive cooking oil, then you don't want to use too much, and you learn how to minimize it. And that's just like self adjustment or behavior adjustment. Everything is modifiable. Okay. But then if we struck with diabetes too, and then that's hard to modify. Okay. So but then you can help minimize from it become complicated by exercising, eat the right kind of food. Many years ago, I was certified through Stanford University doing the diabetes class and chronic illnesses self-management. So those, you know, I have some knowledge into the matter. Sometimes I talk about it, though I'm no longer would teach the health class, but the knowledge that I learned from the program, I think it was like more helping me, shaping me. You know, it helped me to realize that there are things that we can do to change it. And when I was in the certificate programs, it was like, I think it was 6 months or 4 months, I can't remember. So it was quite a bit of work. It was like 8 hours kind of classroom, you know, like very intensive. And so the instructor asked to do the action plan. And the action plan start with something small, something baby step, you know, like if we have not exercised for years, and don't try to go lift 100 pounds, okay? Do it lightly. Do 5 pound, 10 pound, 15 pound, and increase the intensity. Same thing for jogging, walking, okay? No, because it required consistency, durations, and dedication. Okay? And like again, the trivial answer to some of the demise that we give to each other or to ourselves, excuse ourselves, is to hearing a lot is that I don't have time. I have to work. I have family. Strange that that person said that. You know what? I have family. I don't have small kids, but I, you know, not on my own. My baby, she's 23, so that's my baby. So she's an adult now. You know. I don't have time. I work. I'm tired. So there's some a few excuses we give ourselves. Okay, the longer we give excuse to ourselves, it allows us to bypass everything. We just skip everything that we need essentially. Okay, that's essential for our well-being. So like I said, you can have $1,000,000 or $1,000,000,000 or billions of dollars, and you ain't have the health to enjoy it, and then what's the point? Okay, so that money is going to go to the medical bills, to the procedures, to the care providers, to the caretaker, to the medicines, whatever it is. So and that's why I said I often talk to and talk with my sweetheart. It's dry right now. Yeah. So it's tightening. Okay. So that we don't have children together. There's no kids. So let's enjoy the fruit of our field. You know, it's like, oh, we're gonna put so much money. We're gonna put it away. For who? You don't have an heir. You know, you're gonna like put aside money for this person, that person, but then what about yourself? You work hard, you know. I mean, stop putting away money for people that you're gonna live with. You know, go enjoy it right now. You don't have to spend every bit of it. Let's enjoy some of it. Okay, so when you're gone, people can be fighting over what you left them. Sometimes they don't even say thank you. They just wanted you to like leave now so they can be the beneficiary of it. You know, I mean, it's hard to say. So that's why I learned to enjoy myself, even with the minimal thing that I have. Okay, I took early retirement so that way I can have the time to take care of my mom and do the thing I like to do, like travel, like do my content, you know, and it's a pleasure. You know, I at this age I no longer seeking for wealth. I'm no longer fancy for that big house, nice car. You know, now I just fancy about um, live longer and be able to travel, be able to spend time with my kid, and be able to withdraw the retirement that I have saved up. You know, so I just enjoy. You know, I'm no longer wishing for that big house. Now I just have a simple rent, and I can go wherever I want to go and live whenever I want to live if the contract ends. You know, so I stopped worrying about all that. I stopped worrying about having um, the things that gonna kill us anyway. You know, I mean, it takes us 30 years, 40 years to get the house when the mortgage pay off, and then you have to pay tax on it, and then if you live to be 100, and then you enjoy the next 60 years or the next 40, 50 years, and then the house is no longer yours. So I'll have to learn the concept that, you know, nothing stay permanent. um, just like us, we're not permanent. We're here just like, if you live to be 100, to be lucky. If you live to be 80, hey, take it. If you live to be 90, hey, you know, if I live to be like my grandparents beyond 100, that's why I have to start taking care of myself. Well, I didn't just start taking care of myself. I have been taking care of myself thus far, with all this a small thing like this. People say that's ridiculous. You know, it is sound like a ridiculous, but you know what? It's affordable, it's homemade, and if I want something fancy, then I just go to the drugstore and get something fancy. If I want something homey, then this is a homey it'll get. You know, I mean, it's so simple. It's a joy. It's your own product. You can be proud of yourself that you make this yourself, you know, and you applied it and you practice it and put that into your normal life activities. Okay, you have to insert this kind of activity into your life, especially young lady, you know, who like in her 20s. Go ahead and start taking care of your skin now. Okay, believe me, by the time you turn 60, you still be looking like you're 30, and that's an honest truth. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie to you because it's so true. If we're gonna wait until we're 60 and start taking care, it's the damage is already done. Okay, when the damage is already gone too far, I said you're gonna go under knife and do it. You know, it's fine. Is that something that you're searching to do? Then you're cool with that. But I don't have that kind of luxury. So, in fact, I don't like under knife because I got cut on my hand a lot of time. I know how painful it is. But I saw some of that transformation is like gorgeous. You know, I mean, turned 60 years old, look like she's 21. It's fine. You know, I mean, for some of us who cannot afford it, or some of us who don't like, who don't endorse those kind of beauty, you want to go natural and you want to find optional for that, and this is optional. Okay, I mean, it's it's by all means it's cheapest way. Okay, and all you need is a blender. All you need is some common sense and Google it, you know, and see what else people do to make home remedies or home beauty supplies. You know, I mean, you don't have to take my product, you can take your own. Okay, but anyway, I've been on here long enough. I just want to check in with all of you and see how you guys been doing, and it was really nice to see all of you this morning. Actually, it's morning. thank you for support and for your following me. And I got some heart too. I'm surprised today. I have what? I have 398 heart. Normally I should get about 2,000 heart by now, but I got it. You'll be too tired. You don't have time. I'm familiar with that, but I'm grateful that for those who send me the heart. You guys been awesome, and I appreciate that. And thank you for the thumb up and subscription. I appreciate that. You guys are awesome people, and I love all you guys for supporting me and cheering me on and comments and visiting, and I appreciate all that. Okay, I'll let you be. I'll wash this off. It's already like pulling and tightening. Okay, so look at that. So it'll peel off. See that? Because the clay will peel it off. And then once you remove it, if you already make your facial essential oil that I make the last week with the lemon zest and coconut oil and olive oil and the aloe, mix them together. Okay, cook it up a little bit and use a cheesecloth and squeeze the juice out of it, and then let it cool down, and the water, the liquid, will separate from the gel, and remove the gel and put in one of these cute jar. Okay, you can get one from Dollar Tree. It's very cheap. It got a cute little one too, but this is baby food jar. It's got good use to it. You know, I started to throw away a whole bunch of this, and then I said, wait a minute, you know, when I needed something, I said I should have saved it. So I started saving this, and then my roommate, she's a hoarder, so I can't give her too many because she will fill everything up. I mean, you know, when people obsessed with something and that they have that OCD, you know, they like to save everything, even the plastic cup from Starbucks, she will save it too. Like, so I have to tell her that if you save trash, and then that your life will be trash too. So she listened to me so far. So since I start telling her and do the reverse psychology on her, well, she's not here. She's sleeping right now. So she'd be mad hearing if I trick on her. But you know, I can't tell her what to do. I tell her that, you know, that would be like collecting trash. Why? You know, I mean, if you can recycle and make money, I can see that. But instead of California, you make money out of plastic item. But here you can't. You know, you can just like recycle to the recycle company. You don't get paid for. In California, you get paid for aluminum. You get paid for plastic and oil and any kind of metal you can exchange for money. But here, no, you can't. You just give it to the trash collectors, and I think they have their own recycling program, and they probably collect a whole bunch of this and take to California and make money out of it, you know, or turn into reuse some of that product. I'm not sure, but in California, we make money out of own soda can in a bottle of water, but they will have to pay tax on it though. You know, you pay tax on the bottle of water and the can, the soda, the water, and what have you. And then if you want your money back, then you have to sell. You have to save the bottle. You have to save the aluminum can and sell it to the recyclable collector. Okay, all right. Love all of you. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna wash. I have some cleanup to do. Okay. So much love. Thank you. I hope you try this out and let me know how it goes. Okay. I love.